The Legend of Zelda movie hasn't even released a trailer yet, and it's already become the internet's new battleground. And it's exactly for the reasons you would expect, guys. But let's go ahead and give some context. Over the last few days, we got leaked footage, we got official still images, and for the first time, fans could see what Nintendo's live action Zelda movie is going to look like. And honestly, the images looked shockingly good. Like, my God, did they nail it? I am stoked. I got a little bit of a Lords of the Ring vibe going on, but Link and Zelda look accurate. The costumes look legit, and you could tell that this project has a real budget behind it. Nintendo ain't slouching. When people say Nintendo takes care of their IPs, it's never been more obvious. They are going full balls to the wall with this Legend of Zelda movie, and I am, for one, excited for it. Apparently, they're filming in New Zealand. We got both the actor and actress for Link and Zelda, and I think the casting was spot on. I think they look great. But of course, the excitement lasts about 15 minutes before a completely different corner of the internet shows up and is absolutely furious for some reason called diversity. They are pissed off that Hunter Schaefer wasn't cast as Zelda. And we're going to talk about that because this is where the story goes off the rails, guys. I want to talk about why this controversy has exploded, what the actual casting decisions were, why the Hunter Schaefer rumor blew up in the first place because it's ridiculous, and most importantly, why this matters for Nintendo fans and for the future of live action game adaptations. Because trust me, the story's not just about one actor, guys. It's about who controls the conversation around our favorite games. But to sum it up in one good sentence, the TLDR, the TLDR, the TLDR, Tilder, the fan base is happy, but activists aren't. That sums it up, guys. The core Zelda community, we're thrilled. I mean, look, we haven't been more excited for anything. The casting has nailed the look. The still images, absolute magnifique. I like the direction that they're taking with this. But there's this small activist group that's a vocal minority. They get angry at every casting decision for everything because they feel that there's not enough representation for LGBTQ plus whatever, right? These are the same people who were mad months ago when Nintendo first announced the actors. They want Hunter Schaefer as Zelda. Not because they were ever approached, because they weren't. Spoiler alert, we're going to talk about that. Not because they fit the age range, because they don't, but we're going to talk about that. Not because the studio considered them, because they never considered them, but we're going to talk about that. But because it fits a social narrative they were desperate to push, guys. And that's where things get silly. All wokeness, diversity, LGBTQ aside, Hunter is almost 30 years old. Okay? I'm not trying to be ageist. I'm kind of old myself, but Link and Zelda and this movie are played by 12 to 13-year-old actors because that's the age that they want the main characters to be in this. There's no universe where a 30-year-old actor would play a 12 or 13-year-old Zelda, guys, especially not one who doesn't match the character's design, sound, or established lore. The Hunter Schaefer Zelda stuff was a rumor that literally came from unverified industry gossip, a known unreliable scoop account, and likely Hunter's PR trying to capitalize on the hype because it was going viral for some time. But viral again by the small vocal minority that wants to push agendas and narratives, guys. It was never real. Okay, get over it. Nintendo never ever considered it. It didn't match the age. It didn't match the casting call. It didn't match the character. But of course, once the rumor exists, the activists ran with it, which is why it trended for so much. But it was never confirmed. And let's get the elephant out of the room. Hunter's not a fucking female. Okay? And I don't care if that angers you. That's just the facts. Nintendo as a company is not going to cast somebody that's trans as Zelda. Get it over, get it through your thick head, get over it, build a bridge, cry me a river and walk over it, because Nintendo as a company is not going to do that. They're not going to cave in to your Twitter mob, to your little social media cults. They're not going to cave into the narrative. They're not going to do that. And even if you took that out of the equation, what I just told you about the age, it doesn't mix. None of it, okay? So, of course, after these images come out, there's backlash. And the backlash, in my opinion, makes zero sense. Now that the official stills are out, the activists are losing it, claiming the movie's going to be a guaranteed flop. No, it's not. They're saying that Nintendo made a massive mistake. No, they didn't. They're promising to boycott the film. Yeah, good luck with that. This movie's going to easily make $1 billion. And then on top of that, the Mario sequel is going to make $1 billion. So Nintendo ain't going to miss anything with your little boycott. And then they're insisting that Hunter deserved the role. No, they didn't. Nobody deserves the role. This is all the whole, oh, people need to be plugged into these spots because they filled check marks on a DEI list instead of putting the best person suited for the role. Now, I saw somewhere that people were even suggesting that Miyamoto be punished for the decision. Yeah, it got that unhinged. From the tolerant intolerant, they were suggesting that Miyamoto should be punished. There were death threats over casting in a Zelda movie, guys. Let that sink in. There were death threats over casting in a Zelda movie. And people suggested that Miyamoto be punished. How absolutely unhinged and non-normal are these people that are that upset and that mad about Hunter not being casted as Zelda? That is deranged. I don't want to be near any of those people. Holy cow. That's like total mental illness right there, to be that upset to where you're doing death threats and suggesting the creator of the fucking series gets punished because they didn't cast the person that you want. Meanwhile, every actual Zelda fan is just excited the movie doesn't look like another Hollywood disaster, that it doesn't look like shit, that it actually looks good. I'm stoked just from what we've seen. And again, there's no trailer that's come out yet. There's nothing that's come out yet. But here's the part that nobody's talking about, right? The whole situation is exposing something bigger. That certain online groups, and we know which ones we're talking about, don't care about lore. They don't care about accuracy. They don't care about consistency with the games or respecting established characters like Zelda. I mean, Link and Zelda are characters that are 40 years old in Nintendo's history. They only care about control, guys. They care about their identity politics. They don't care about a Legend of Zelda movie. They don't. They just wanted to put somebody that's trans in a headlining Hollywood role so that they could feel represented. They don't care about the fucking game. Okay? If you give them 1 inch, they will take a mile. One concession, they push for the next guys. If you give them one casting choice, they will demand full creative control. And when they don't get their way, they will lash out at you. Even companies like Nintendo, who historically avoid social media drama altogether, guys. This movie could end up being great. It can end up being mid or another forgetful Hollywood adaptation. Who knows at this point? It's not out yet. We haven't seen a trailer. But right now, there's zero evidence that it'll be bad. The hype is real. The images look good. The cast fit the roles. There's real passion behind this project. Miyamoto's there like a hawk. You bet your bottom dollar Nintendo's there. The only negativity at this point is coming from the people who are angry from day one simply because Hunter wasn't casted. Their little fantasy narrative didn't happen. If this movie succeeds, and yes, all signs are suggesting it will, it sends a message that studios can respect source material and ignore activist pressure and still win. And that would be a huge fucking W against Hollywood. A good suck it, right? Like DX used to say, if it fails, activists are going to blame Nintendo for not taking risk and using a transgender with casting rather than letting the story speak for itself, guys. It's never the writing that's bad in Hollywood. They never will admit that. It's never the writing that's bad. Either way, this controversy is shaping the conversation around every future Nintendo release, guys. Whether it's a Metroid movie, more Mario movies, a possible Star Fox movie, even further future like anime related projects with Nintendo. This Zelda movie will set the precedent, especially because it's live action. Nintendo already crushed it with animation. That's why people should care. That's why people should pay attention to this. This drama matters that's going around it. Do not let people try to rain on the parade and cancel a movie because the casting wasn't what they wanted, guys. And I think Nintendo staying loyal to the source material is a big deal, guys. The still images, like I said, look great. The casting fits the characters. Most fans are excited. Only activists are melting down, and it makes me happy to see them melting down, guys. And if they want to boycott it, cool. They don't have to watch it. The rest of us will be enjoying it without the noise. So let me know your thoughts down below, guys. I'll be checking out the comments. Are you excited, cautious, somewhere in the middle? And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscription button. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.